All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this Tuesday recap and kind of take a look at price action today. So we did have a live this morning for price action, kind of what was going on. The one thing hard about the live was we had some issues with Cloudflare, or everybody did across the world. So that put some weird stuff going on with just kind of with charting everything, trying to look up data, made it a little bit harder. But, you know, we made it through it, kind of set some levels. The one thing I will point out is just kind of setting those highs and lows on the market, and then kind of you can use levels from the fixed range volume profile, which we talked about, and you could kind of look for those to trade out and go from there. But the one thing I will point out here on the price action, what we're kind of working on right now, is we're kind of flaking out here, and we're kind of fighting around this 200 range, which we kind of done that all morning since about 10 o'clock. We've just been playing with this. So obviously we got everything built once the Cloudflare, everything got activated and fixed, and I'm sure they're still working on a lot of stuff there. But we do have our bottom breakout and our top breakout set. So for us, we're looking for it to break out of this area. The one thing is you do have the 21 here and you have the 200 here, so anything in between this is neutral. So we did get above, and I got the first close, and there's the first and second candle. So if you were going to say, hey, let's mark that second candle, and let's go ahead and get in the chart. The one downfall is you don't want the stochasts topped out. So ultimately, with the stochasts topped out, they're obviously going to keep going down. Now, price action stayed flat, which is pretty nice. So if you did just go ahead and jump in, let's go down to that 5 minute, take a look at price action. So you're already in the run up. Of course, you get out of this key area. You can see price action again on the 5 minutes coming down. So you did get the confirmation. Ultimately, though, you're still in this downward behavior. And then obviously we broke back up below that 21, which would have kept you out of the market. And then you're kind of waiting. You could have said, hey, let's look at this breakout. So you had the 1-2 breakout here. I'm going to mark it on the 5 minute. I'm going to go back and look at that 15 minute real quick and say, hey, what's going on here? We're still in this downwards behavior. So we want to see it down in here and starting to rotate. So for me, that's what I'd be looking for on this setup. We're kind of using, it's the same thing on before I went over here, originally I was looking for the 15 minute setup. I could sit here on the 5 and say, okay, well, when it gets back above the 21, if I can get 2 closes and stuff, I can start looking at this again. Maybe we're going to get a breakout. Now, if going back to that 15 minute real quick, I just kind of double verify. That's what I was showing you there. And you can see that it was still coming down. So if we go ahead and wait, now we're kind of sitting in that same scenario. Now it's nice right through here. We're looking like, okay, this could be a lot better for a reversal here. So if we went out to our 15, we're really waiting for this to start to turn up. Well, here's that turn up. So let's go ahead and get a little bit excited again. Like, okay, well, maybe we have been in this this wedging pattern, and we're going to get this breakout up here. The hard part is you're in the afternoon, but you're going to get this great breakout. Here it is, and we're going to run up to this daily resistance area that we have built on the chart. We're going to go ahead and get pretty excited here. The one thing I would caution is, what are we typically waiting for is we got the breakout in the close, so there's your 1-2. So if you moved these same candles that I had marked over here, there would be your first candle. Then we need to get the second candle, which is right there. If we move these down in a little bit closer here. So those are our 2 candles, and then let's go ahead and get into our let's go ahead and go into our 5 minute. The one thing is, you can see obviously we are showing exhaustion already, reading beforehand, but now it's the same scenario again. We're back already, the run up has already happened, right? So this is already showing reversal. So you're fighting in this area. A lot of it's just to be honest, in this, the reason why I'm pointing this out is because it's showing you where to stay away, why to stay away. Everywhere in this move, it's not going anywhere, right? So you're trying to get in, and you want movement up or down. Sideways really doesn't get you anywhere. And if I was really looking at this chart and just kind of splitting everything and putting lines on it to find kind of a base, you're kind of in this range. And you can see we start here, goes up, bounces down, goes up, comes back down, goes up, comes back down. And yeah, if you bought perfectly here and sold perfectly here, and then maybe shorted the market and then sold out here again, same, yeah, that's great. But that's not an ideal way of trading. That's really not going to it's really hard getting entries. I know people do this, like what I'm showing you right now. You know, they'll draw that line here. Obviously, when it breaks out, that's their entries. Where do you get? You could kind of play that game. Obviously, it's not the best way to be trading because we're looking for confirmation. And we want to see this breakout. That's why I'm showing you all this. So on that 5 minute, we're already starting to break back down, which is frustrating because now it's like, I wanted to get into this. You know, I want to make a trade, but you can see even if you've got in or tried to get in, it's already broken down. Then technically this is your exit. So if you were like, okay, well, I want to get in and I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and get in here and take this trade and let it run up. You can see you're already in the loss, and technically you should have got out of this trade right here because you broke through your 21. There's your 21 right through there, and you're underneath of it. So there's your exit. The sad thing is right when you got in, it went straight down, and you've already lost basically 50% of whatever you invested in this trade. That's not smart. So that's why I'm pointing out this area is already saying that we're going to get a pullback at least. So you're asking it now at this point, hey, well, reset me. Reset the charts for me then. Show you that you're going to get back above this 21, and this is going to start to reverse. The 15 minute though is also telling you the same behavior. So based on those stoaches and wake price actions already lost again, the 200 and the 21 on the 15. It tried right here and it already lost. We are technically bullish or bearish right now on the 15 minute. We're bearish because we're underneath the 21 and the 200. So we call bearish. Well, the overall chart right now is also calling bearish. It hasn't gotten in that direction for us to go ahead and take a bearish trade, but it's definitely there. And you can see how I'm mark this area out, kind of a noise zone. It's really is creating lower lows and higher lows. So that's a good breakdown area. So you could say, hey, well, I'm going to draw a line in the sand, which I kind of have it close to it. You could say, hey, this is the bottoming here. And I'm going to go ahead and look at this price action that's already been drawn out. Maybe it could be a little more direct this way. And this will probably start to fill out, right? And then you're like, okay, well, where's it going to go for a breakdown? Really, we're just going to take the top to the bottom there, from here up to there, and we can do the breakdown. And it looks like it could break back down to this original zone right through here in the evening. Now, that could play out. I'm not going to get into that myself because I don't trade close to the end of the market, and I don't trade in this in the evening. I'm looking more for getting in on this time, and then I'll ride the market. And the reason why I pointed all this out, though, and we analyzed it, because I wanted to show you kind of the mindset of a trader, and what you're really looking for is let me in the trade. Tell me to trade today. And all through today, I was saying I want to trade as a trader, but the price action was telling me, not this time. Oh, man. And you can see where I marked the chart, right? Oh, yeah, let's go. Oh, man, get over here. Oh, I can't do that. Constantly, yeah, it's frustrating, but it's also keeping you away from getting hurt in the chart. And now it's later in the day, and you just kind of walk away from the chart, right? And let it trade out. And we'll go ahead and check on it again tomorrow. We'll set our key levels, and we'll take advantage of the price action. You're kind of seeing this really if you start to go out to bigger time frames, which I've talked about this, but you can see the bigger time frames are also kind of in this pullback, but then a float state. When I say float state is because they could run a little higher, but they've already pushed in creating some exhaustion here. So we either need to see that they're going to reset and push, or are they all topping out and getting ready to just roll over? And if you're going to look at the longer time frames, it's a lot easier to connect the dots here on those. And really all I'm doing is connecting the highs in this area. So a lot of these are your highs. If you go back and look at the market, these are the pullbacks in the market, and all I'm doing is just kind of lining them up. And you can see today we hit that pullback on this range. Now I'd expect this to kind of get above this and show it's going to start to climb in here. Great, get excited, but really it's just a continuation of the downtrend. And the 4 hour showing rejection already in here. This could easily go down and be right down here. This is a possible area easy for this to hit for 85,000, and we could go down there. So we'll just have to watch and see. Obviously, for me to start looking at taking a short again, I want to see the setup in that lower time frame, like I was just pointing out for you. So that is about it. Going through some price action, and yeah, it was a sad day if you were trying to take profit, but it's actually a great day too because you held the reserves in the account and you're ready for the next opportunity, and you have the dry powder to take advantage of it. So that's how you become successful. But all right, guys, we will see you in the next recap. Again, like, subscribe, check out our live stream. We'll be doing that tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. So check it out, guys, and we will see you in the next recap.